Okay, I think it's on there.
Should be. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good night. I don't know what time it is for you. Hi, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my quilting life. Today is Sunday, Sew Sunday, where we will sew a jelly roll, more than one, because I'm using half jelly rolls and I had 3 of these and 3 of these, and I'm going to use them up because I have a confession. I absolutely despise fabric that has not only glitter, but this is not glitter. This is gold sticky stuff. It sticks to the iron and I hate it. So dear fabric companies, stop putting it on the fabric. If you want gold, just, put it in the design of the fabric and not make it flaky that sticks to the iron and ruin everything.
Yeah, I made a mess on the iron.
Yeah, it's making a disaster. It's ruining the iron. But guess what? I'm going to use it so that I can be done with it and I don't have to look at it ever again. It's beautiful fabric. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like this gold stuff. Glitter and gold does not belong on fabric that goes against our skin, right? Okay. Just had to say that out loud.
Yeah. They're saying they only iron it from the back.
Yeah, I tried ironing from the back. My tone on tone is also that plasticky feeling one. It's got that, the tone on the tone is like a plastic feel. To me, that's what it feels like. So both, whatever I'm doing, it's just not working properly. So I'm doing what I can with what I can, and I'm getting it done. All right, so let's see who's all here today. Well, there's a lot. Becky, Kay, Melina, Lois, Polly, Cheryl, Teresa, Ann, Tracy, Shelly, Dawn, Jacqueline, LCSD, Auntie L, Donna, Flicky Chicky, McBev, Janet, Kim, Beverly, Donna, Elizabeth, and Joyce, and so many more. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So I'm going to deal with this pain in my ASS fabric and make a quilt. I made this quilt a long time ago. I don't know what it's called. I know it from memory. So I drew a little picture of it. I didn't finish it because, well, I kind of choose to do things last minute here. So Sundays, well, breakfast at Tiffany's, sometimes I plan them, but so Sundays, I never plan. I just go in the fabric room. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I look around, I grab some stuff, and I come in here and I show you how to make something. It's never planned. So I thought, well, what if I draw it up? But I didn't have enough time. So I got as far as that. Right there. So it's gonna like look inside out, illusion-y. It's gonna create an illusion, and we are going to use jelly rolls. You can use a jelly roll of light and a jelly roll of dark. It's gonna be the same amount. I'm just using 3 half ones that are fabric rolls. I think these are Joann's fabrics that sell these, which is, I think, going out of business. I saw some posts about it, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I didn't watch the videos on it. But yeah, they're fabric roll. They're 20 strips. So I'm using 60 strips of a dark and 60 strips of a light just to use these up because, again, that glitter stuff and that gold, I don't even know what it is, gold flaking or something stamped onto the fabric. I don't even know. And then we need a strip tube ruler. If you don't have a strip tube ruler, you can use because this is going to come out 8.5 inches when we make the panels. You could use an 8.5 inch ruler, and the diagonal line on the 8.5 inch ruler would line up with your sewing lines, and that's where you would cut. So, or not, you can use a 9.5 inch ruler too, just line up the points of the 8.5 line on the stitching line. I'll show you how that works, but we're going to start with, I'm not going to open these just yet because they're a hassle. Once they're open, the brown ones, I actually have to cut them down. I'm cutting about 1/4 inch off of them because they're 2 3/4 inch almost pieces. So I have to press them real quick and cut them. But the white ones just so happen to be the correct size. So if you look at the difference. It's sticking up quite a bit. They're not even cut correctly. Whatever. So we're going to make some strip sets. This is going to be easy.
You'll make it work.
You're going to make a strip set that's light, dark, light, dark. And then you're going to make a strip set that's dark, light, dark, light. Super simple. I'm just going to sew all these up. I have some already sewn, and then I'll show you what you do from there. So I'm just sewing them in pairs of 2 for now, and then 2s are going to go into 4s and so on and so forth. This is really easy to do. Like I said, I've made this before. My mom actually has the quilt that I made with this method before. I've actually made tons of quilts like this, just not always with the light, dark, light, dark. I made tons of strip tube ruler quilts, and it's a handy product to have. Anyway, so I'm just going to fast sew, like always, all the way down. Quarter-inch seam. When they're made, it's going to yield, when you make the strip sets, it's going to yield an 8.5-inch panel. You know, because 4 2.5-inch strips is 8.5-inch when you get rid of the seams. It's 10 inches without it, but you know, because you can cut 4 2.5-inch strips from a 10-inch piece. Just in case you're a beginner and you needed to know the math that I don't know how to do, but I know that.
Should I start cleaning this off before you iron?
No, I'll get it when I'm over there. And today we're going to bypass the Iron Man ironing. I'm going to just do it because it's ruining the iron and it's going to make him really mad. And I'm already used to getting frustrated with stuff like this. And it's not every piece that has this gold on it.
You use a rag, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I have a rag to wipe the iron as I go.
Maybe an iron rag.
Yeah, so these are 10 of the strips were regular fabric without any gold flakes, and then 10 strips had gold flakes on them. I'm like, ugh. And I didn't realize that either when I grabbed the bundles until I opened them up and they were all stuck to each other. I was like, ah, yuck. But it's a beautiful brown. I don't like browns, but this is really pretty. You'll see. I'll show you when I start making the panels. Actually, if Scott wants, he can take my already strip pieced pieces and show them the fabrics.
Oh, okay. That I can do.
Because those are all the fabrics that he's going to show you are the fabrics that I'm working on. I already did one of each.
Because
there's
put them on the wall?
2 of each.
Or just show them on the
No,
camera?
just show them on the camera what the fabric looks like. I'm probably going to name this quilt Pain in My Butt. There's a name for a quilt, huh? Pain in My Butt.
Is every single one of these different?
Yep, they're all of those over there are different, yes. They're pretty though. I'm not a brown fan, but these are nice. And I don't like gold. Sorry to tell you guys that like gold. I like silver. When I was a kid, families would, my family members would buy me like gold, because I had lots of earrings even when I was a kid, and they'd buy me gold earrings, and I'm like, ew, I'll never wear these. So then they started taking me shopping so I can choose the earrings that were silver. And then when body piercings started becoming a thing, then I started just buying surgical steel everything. These are the ones that have the goldy glittery stuff on them that he's showing you now. So that's everything that's in all these bundles. They're all exactly the same in every one of these rolls, even the tone on tones. What?
Gold flake frustration.
Yes. I started quilting almost 9 years ago, and I never understood why is that on the fabric that's for quilting. These are jelly roll strips. They're for quilting. I don't get it.
How many jelly rolls do you use in total?
In total, this would be 2.5 jelly rolls.
Okay.
If you, I mean, there'd be 1.5 full jelly rolls of this and 1.5 full jelly rolls of this. So 3 jelly rolls in real total. It works better if you have an equal amount of light fabric and dark fabric. That's why I said 1 jelly roll of light and 1 jelly roll of darks. I'm just using all of this to use it up. I don't want any leftovers of this stuff. And that's why I am sewing it all. The needle sews through it just fine. That's, you would worry about that kind of stuff. On a long arm, on the other hand, though, it makes a disaster because that long arm pushes that glitter through it, 2,200 stitches per minute. And yeah, it makes a disaster, especially if there's glitter on the back fabric. It ends up everywhere. So I don't take in quilts that have backing fabric with glitter on them. Because then it gets all over Thumper and all over the floor. We track it through the house. It gets in our eyes and our clothes and everything. Two more left for at least this roll worth. I'm going to make whatever size quilt I can get from all of this, so. It'll be at least queen size. They're even stuck together on themselves. Now to go to the iron and attempt to make this all nice. Like I said, I tried pressing from the back, but it doesn't work great. And I got to press to the dark on all of this. So that way every seam nests nicely. All right. He'll turn the camera over to the iron so you guys can watch me struggle. See, so I took an old washcloth like this. It's just an old washcloth. And I have I dropped it back in the drawer again. Where did I put it? Right here. I have this iron cleaner stuff, and I just let this in half, and I keep the iron cleaner on here like that. And then I spritz water on it so that I can constantly take the iron and its stickiness. See that stickiness? It's hot, so I don't want to touch it with my finger, and I constantly just go over it like this. It comes off with a dryer sheet too, but you know, it's easier just to have this right here, for me at least. All right, so I'm gonna press all this to the dark. I'm literally gonna heat that seam up first, keeping this nice and flat. I'm just gonna peel it back using my fingernail as a pushing it back while it's hot.
Do you use a certain needle to sew through vinyl?
A certain needle for sewing through vinyl, whatever's on the industrial machine. When I was sewing through vinyl on my regular machine, I just used the 9014 needle that was on my machine that I use for everything else. Sewed it just fine. I'm trying not to bow any of this either, so I'm pushing it back to keep it nice and flat. And I think each group I do, every group of 4 is going to have 2 of the 1 glitter and 1 not glitter per piece, per strip set. It's really pretty fabric though.
Is this your own pattern?
I did this before with no pattern as well. As soon as I got that strip tube ruler back in the day, I started doing all sorts of stuff with it. I am running dry iron then steam also, if you're curious. One of these days I'll Google and see what this plasticky stuff is on the fabric, on the tone-on tones. Why does it have it like that? So I'm kind of curious as why that's that way too. All right, now for glitter. Whew. So I do the same thing. It's a little bit harder to press. And I don't really put the iron completely on it. I just go to the white and push it back with heat. Then I flip it over once I know it's pushed back to the color I want it all the way, and then I'll give steam.
Is it itchy for a quilt?
Since it's the top of the quilt, you're not really laying on it, you lay under it, so it's not a big deal. And it softens when you wash it anyway, but I never actually laid with the quilt with it facing my body with the glittery stuff. It just wants to stretch and pull.
You going to QuiltCon?
Yep, I am going to QuiltCon. I drive up there on the 19th. The QuiltCon starts the 20th on that Thursday and is until Sunday, and I will be there every single day. So for those that are wanting to meet, I will be there. It's in Phoenix, Arizona. So it's a 4-hour drive in good traffic for me. This one's sticky on the front and on the back, which will be inside the quilt when it's done. See, it's sticking to the iron. I can't even press it. Pushing it back, pushing it back. It's just bowing it. All right, one more. So I'll do what I have here on camera. Everything else I'll do off camera because, like I said, this is a hassle to do this. I just wanted to show you the fabric rolls that I was using. It's going to be the same blocks repeated. I'm just going to switch the combinations since there was 5 of each color, but 10 glitter and 10 not glitter.
Tell them all that Jim posted a link for the red snappers.
Jim posted a link for the red snappers.
So all I gotta do is click on that. So
Yeah, all I have to do is click on that.
how do you dispose of your used rotary blades and needles?
I dispose of them in their containers that they came in. So you can turn the camera.
Okay.
We're going to put these together into strip units. So for those that asked, new rotary blades come in little packages. They're really thick. So I'll take an old one and I write the word old on it. And then I'll put all those old blades into it. Of course, this is just a single blade in this one, but it's a big enough container to put them all in, and then I just tape it up and throw it in the garbage. But before it goes into old, it goes into the cutter thing. All right, so now we're going to do the things. So I'm going to make 5 sets that are dark, light, dark, and then 5 that are dark, light, dark, light. That number is just because that's what I have here. So I'm going to turn it this way, grab one of these, and then grab a glitter one and do light, dark, light, dark. Either way, it's the same thing, both directions. Just thought I'd say that out loud. Because if you turn it the other way, it's light, dark, light, dark. We're just going to make sure that they're opposite when we stack the 2 sets together to make strip tubes. So I'm just grabbing one of each, making sure that I put the white on the dark. The one I made for my mom like this, she really loved it because I custom quilted it. Back when I used to use the Juki on a frame. That's how long ago that was. This month is actually February. Yeah, February. 7 months since I had the long arm. I mean, 7 months, 7 years. Sorry.
I was gonna say 7 months for
Yeah.
what? You've had the long arm in the house longer than 7 months.
I meant 7 years. See, I can't even talk.
Have you ever tried a comfort cutter?
I've ever tried what?
A comfort cutter?
I don't know what a comfort cutter is.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't care what to go with each other as long as they're different, which they are because they're all different. Next.
What batting would you use in a quilt for yourself?
I use whatever I have batting in quilts for myself. It don't matter. We don't use too much. We don't use any wool or bamboo or anything here. So if I have a big chunk of 80-20 left over in my little pile of 80-20 or cotton or any of that, if I have a big chunk left, that goes in my quilts. Or I Franken piece it all together. But my personal quilts all have different stuff in them. My show quilts have polyester in them, thick loft polyester. Some have a layer of polyester and a layer of cotton. For the show quilts, I mean.
Do you collect blank postcards?
Do I what?
Collect blank postcards that have nothing on them.
No, I like the postcards that people send me in the mail that have stuff on them. I don't per se collect blank ones. I have a ton of blank ones, but I don't really collect those. I just like the ones that people send me.
You don't really collect anything.
Yeah, I don't
as
really...
an actual collection.
I collect fabric,
Yeah.
but then I use it. So is that really collecting? Few more and then we could turn all this into tubes. I gotta press it, then turn it into tubes, I mean.
Do you use polyester batting only for show quilts?
No, I use cotton and 80/20 for show quilts too. It depends on what I'm quilting on it when I decide what to quilt on it.
Tell them we like polyester.
Huh?
Tell them we like polyester.
Yeah, I like polyester, thick loft polyester for show quilts. So. Like a 6 or 8 ounce. The thicker it is, the better the stitching looks. My smaller show quilts, though, like my wall hanging ones, they usually have just what's left over in my piles of leftover batting.
How would you compare a regular rotary cutter to the one that you use?
The one that I use, the Martelli, is ergonomic, so it sits in my hand better. The longer ones, or the long handle type regular rotary cutters, you tilt your hand, your elbow, and your shoulder all works differently. With this, it sits in your hand. No matter if you're standing or not, you're not like bending your wrist and putting a lot of pressure on it to make your cuts. So I would describe it as helpful for my wrist, for arthritis and stuff. Carpal tunnel, you know, you name those things. And you can get carpal tunnel using the other ones.
Tell me it's a matter of opinion, though.
Especially if you cut as much as I do. Yeah, it's a matter of opinion, though. Some people just can't find how to even use the Martelli cutters. They can't do it. They make other ergonomic cutters too. I don't have any of those. I do feel weird though going back to a regular cutter when I've been using Martelli so long. All right, one more. And then I gotta press all these to the dark. All right, back to the iron to press these now towards the dark, and then we're going to sew them again into tubes. If you've never seen a strip tube done before, today is your chance to see that. All right. Throw things, sharp things. Okay. All right, I'll just put it right here, down behind me. Turn it and press it. So here's a 4-piece. No matter which way you do it, it's dark, light, and the other way will be light, dark, light, dark. It's the same thing.
Can you use a 90-degree ruler instead of a strip tube ruler?
You can't if you have. Oh no, it's not a big enough number. The hold on, what is it called? The Clearly Perfect slotted trimmer doesn't have an 8.5, so you can't use that one. But if you have any, like a Fons and Porter ruler, or because they have the corner ones, I don't know if they're big enough though, but I'll show you regular ruler. It's really easy.
Did you want me to turn this so I can see your iron?
Oh yeah, you can turn it.
I'm sorry, I was typing and didn't. Oh, well, you're done.
No, I
That
have
one.
all this.
Yeah, I meant you're done with that one.
Uh-huh. These ones, since it's now a 4-piece piece, I'm just opening them up, and I kind of finger press them towards the dart, and then I hold it open, and I'm not touching the glittery fabric, or at least not trying to. Trying to avoid it. No, don't touch that. Oh man, the glitter one's going to be in that position. Hootie. Wasn't trying to sew the glitter in that position, but I guess in the other sets I'm going to have to remember that.
How did you make that ironing board?
Huh?
How'd you make that ironing board?
Oh, the ironing board is made with a 1/4-inch plywood wrapped in batting that is now super flat. I'm pretty much pressing on the board now. If you look underneath right here, you can see how the batting was really thick at one point. It needs to be recovered. I just haven't taken the time. I pulled aside some purple fabric to do it with, and I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to put foam on it next time, though. Come on.
This one just has regular batting?
Yeah, I had regular batting in this one, yeah. But next time I'm going to put foam in first and then batting. All right. Now you can turn the camera.
Okay.
And we're going to cut some tubes. You can face it down the table too. Oh, actually not yet. I'm going to sew the sets together to a tube. So we're going to take one set. And we're going to take the other set, except we're going to put the dark on top of the light. And we're going to make a tube.
What kind of foam are you going to put in it?
Bag foam probably. I don't know what it's called. It's right there in front of you. I have a bunch of cutoffs from making bags, and I was just going to glue them all on top of what's currently there and then make a cover. So now I'm making a strip tube dark, light, and then this one is dark, light this way, or light, dark, no matter which way. As long as your dark touches your light and your light touches your dark. Now I'm going to sew down all of this. I'm also, the seam that's right here, I can feel them touching each other and nesting. I'm going to use that as my guide when I sew the tube all the way down. So I could feel it nesting as I sew it. And then I just adjust. Huh?
Where's your roller thing you roll binding on? When Lady has to
On that bottom drawer.
Okay.
I haven't rolled binding on it in a while though. Speaking of binding, get this. I just made 4,500 inches of scrap binding. Yeah, let's just say it's a lot of binding. And I used about, how much did I use already? 8, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I used about
Does I guess
1,400. Right? No. Yes. No, it does not.
How does it go?
It goes like this.
Oh, like that.
So you put it.
They don't need it.
Unscrew it, and then it sits like this, and then you screw it on, and then you can unwind your binding from it.
Okay. Where'd you get it?
Where did I get that?
Fan sent it.
Yeah, a fan sent it to me a long time ago.
Where do you buy it?
You could try Fat Quarter Shop for it, or SewingMachinesPlus, or excuse me, any one of those sites. So I'm going to do one side. I'm going to keep it as flat as I can. Although that's, you know, not always the greatest. And then I'm going to sew down the other side now. And I can feel this seam nesting all the way down. Keeping the whole thing nice and flat. That glitter fabric is like messing this all up. Kind of shifty a little. All right, there's one tube. Now I'm just going to take two more. I'm going to make sure that the fabrics that I'm putting in it are not the same. I'm just going to lay one on top of the other, dark against dark, light and light against dark. And do the same exact thing. Making another tube. And from all this, I should get 5 tubes. Right? Yeah. Something like that. Catching my shirt. Turn it around. Everything's lining up. Sew down the other side. It's a sew down showdown.
When you make a binding, do you cut on the bias or do you cut straight of grain?
When I make binding, I cut on the bias. I've done it straight of grain, and if you do that, make sure that your seams don't land in a corner. Always adjust it where you need and clip it onto the quilt prior to. And it's best to do that if you have, you know, on the bias as well. But make sure that your seams are pressed open because it's very bulky if you do it that way. Cutting them on the bias helps reduce bulk. Alright, strip set numero dos. this together, these two together, and neither of those are the same. So yeah, that works out perfect. So far what I have here is the equivalent, what I'm doing right now is the equivalent of one single jelly roll that's half light and half dark. If you were to just buy one jelly roll that has an equal number of light and dark. Technically there's only 40 pieces, but and some jelly rolls have 42, but some have 40 in them. I've seen that. Turn around. Every now and then I get some glitter on me.
You have me singing, but I didn't do that part. You want me to fill this with water?
Yeah. I'm not going to use it right this second. We're going to use it when I open everything I cut, but I'm not going to use it right this second.
You're saying you're not using steam, so I didn't know. So you had the steam turned on, huh?
Need a bobbin. Bobbin change. Come on. Oh, I grabbed them and I laid them down. Okay, I'm weird. What I don't know what I was doing there. Next. They're so stiff. I don't want to like bend nicely. I never said any of this was perfect, but at least with the fabric I'm using. If I was using something else, it would be a lot better. But, you know. to cut. Okay, so let me get this one of my seams folded up. Make it nice and flat. There we go. All right, can you turn the camera facing the table now?
Yeah. Down, you mean?
Yes.
Or the ironing board table?
This table.
So down.
Yes.
Okay, because it is facing the table.
I'm not facing down. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to slide that out of the way. I'm going to start with one strip. And it doesn't matter where you start. Let me grab a bigger ruler so that you guys can see how this works. So first, if you don't have the strip tube ruler and you have a big ruler like this is a 12.5, I think. Anyways, you're going to take your 8.5 inch line. Let me make sure that this is on the halves are out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to go to 8.5 inch here and 8.5 inch right there. And I'm going to place those two markings on the stitch line. So why am I doing 8.5? Oh yeah, it's going to have a little tiny piece. This is going to be 9. What was I thinking? Why is this making it so small? This is bigger than I thought. This was the last one. I did 8.5. Okay, whatever. We're going bigger then. Bigger is better. So we're just going to use this ruler only. No strip tube. I'm only going to get a few blocks this way. How big is it going to be? Look at that. See, I don't even remember exact. 10.5. 10.5. Let's see. What does 11 do? 11. Okay, we're going to go with 11 inch. Wow, there's going to be some big blocks. All right, so I'm going to line the 11 inch and 11 inch. Maybe I did only 3 strips last time for my mom's. And I'm going to cut this way. I'm going to cut this way. I lined my 11 inch on the line. When I open it up, there's a little bit I got to unhook. And now I have a big block. And that's not what I wanted. Is that not what I wanted? I don't know what's happening here. Maybe I didn't need to make tubes. Oh, well, we're doing this anyway. Because that's what I'm doing.
Well, it came out this way, so we'll make it this way.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do that.
You'll show them how to make it when this comes out.
1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I was supposed to cut them then. That's what it is. Cut them first, then piece the halves together. That's what I did last time. I cut them first and then piece the halves together. That way they were opposite of each other when I put 4 together. That's what I did wrong. So we're just going to go with what I started now, though. I'm going to line my 11 inch and we're just going to make string blocks. Why? Because I screwed up. And I'll admit, I screw up all the time. So, oh well. 11 inch, 11 inch. Gonna fix that real quick. Come down this way. Well, it looks like I'm at least using this all up. So, we're just gonna have big string blocks.
All right.
I don't care. So this, hold on. Put it on the wall, and this one I'm put on the wall. Can't believe I just did that. I knew it. No strip tube on this one. This one's the no strip tube way. This is cut them, then put them together. Yeah, so this is going to create something totally different. But that's okay. Why? Because it's okay.
Are you going to use your leftovers for a pillow?
I don't know what I'll use the leftovers for. All right, now I need to turn it around again. Fix it. Make sure my 11 inch is here. 11 inch is there. Yeah, so I'll get 4 blocks per strip. Can't believe I did that. Dummy Tiffy move.
Is your 11 inch on the stitch line?
Yeah, the 11 inch is on the stitch line. Lay flat, you dumb block. So that gives me an 11 inch square. Exactly. I have to cut a lot more units for this. Turn it around. Do one more.
Now I gotta move the camera. They can't see because I got the camera down.
And 11 there and right there. See, I knew I was doing something wrong. For some reason, it was like, was that what I was doing? No. All right, all that leftovers can go towards something else. Fine, it uses all this up faster. We'll have that. Dark. And then light. And we'll just do this all the way around instead. Well, I'll get more than one quilt then out of all this when I start sewing the other ones.
Well, there you go. The more the merrier.
Maybe I'll figure it out with the other ones, what I was doing wrong. I'm pretty sure it's cut prior to and then piece them. All right, so I'll throw that out of the way. Start back over again. 11" on the line. There. There. Cut. Cut. There. Here. I'm just going to make a stack.
So was the 11" on the stitch line or at
Yes,
the bottom of the
11
fabric?
inches is on the stitch line. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm just putting the 11" on the stitch line and then adjusting as I need it. Because these weren't perfectly perfectly pieced pieces. So I totally screwed that up and I'm very sorry. Next time I will get that right first and then do it because I've already made it before. I could have swore I used the strip tube though for it. And one more. Yeah. There, right there. So I'm getting 4 strips per. So I'll just make one quilt out of this and then figure out what I was doing wrong and make the other quilt, make the other pieces as with the other way once I remember it again. Because I know I did something and I could have swore I did a tube, but maybe I just did halves. Whoa. And there. There. Perfect. Do it again. And again and again and again until it's done. Just cut a little bit off that side. One more. I guess I can make some things by memory and then I screw up other things.
Oh, you're fine, honey. You're doing good.
I didn't mean
No
to,
one's
guys.
mad at you. They're all happy.
This is
Okay?
probably easier anyway for everybody to understand.
You got a lot of end pieces. What's going on with all those?
I'll sew them together into something else.
Okay. Can you use them as border? That's what one lady asked.
I could, but I'm not going to. I'll just
Okay.
make a little like wall hanging or something out of them.
Okay. That'll look cool.
11. Look at this, a big chunk of glitter right there.
Hey, where? Should I throw it away?
No, it's right here. See?
Oh my gosh, yes, that is huge.
It's a huge little chunk. There, right there, 11, 11.
Do you need water?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay.
11, 11. And one more time. 11, 11. Touching. 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 All right. And one more time. All of this. Excuse me. And notice I talk to myself. I say the number I'm looking for like 500 times so that I don't get the wrong number. Measure 500 times, cut once. There. Slide it down. Right there. Right there. One more. And then I'd be done. And we can cut the dog ears. Oh, press them, cut the dog ears off, and put it all together.
How many strip tubes did you use?
I made 5 strip tubes out of 1 jelly roll's worth. Okay. I'm going to press these real quick, as carefully as I can. I'm pressing them all towards the dark as well. I have to be careful because all the blocks are now on the bias, so they're stretchy. Stretchy.
How did you discover your passion for quilting?
How did I discover my passion for quilting? I made a quilt and said, wow, I love this. And I kept going, making more and more. I just wanted to make a quilt, and it turned into an obsession. Passion, obsession, whatever. You know, we're all obsessed.
Do you want me to turn it to the ironing board? Are you almost done?
I'll be done in just a minute.
Okay. Well, here, I'll put those in the wall and move the camera up.
You don't have to put them on the wall. I gotta cut all the dog ears off.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just so they could see.
Oh, yeah.
But okay. I guess they don't need to see yet. They'll see when you're done.
just doesn't work doing that. So it has to be from the sticky side because they stretch, which is the sucky part.
Okay, I'll turn it over here. You can see you're having a hard time ironing.
Yeah. I'm trying to be very cautious about it, but they stretch, so I'm like, just like holding it really tightly down and spreading it and just pressing the iron on it. But it keeps getting stuck to the gold stuff.
Would you ever make a Mariner quilt again?
I want to make a mariner's compass again, but I want to do it in purple and black, and I just haven't done that because I need to make the double wedding ring first. You know, that's been a goal for a long time, and I just haven't done it, so it needs to get done.
How about a disappearing 4-patch?
I've done disappearing 4-patch too many times, so I'm not going to do that for a long while.
So do you have more than one video on it?
Yes, there's a video of it.
Yeah, is there more than one?
I don't think there's more than one. I think it was one of those one video done type deals that I did. There's no need to make it again. But I made it again, I just didn't do it in a video. But I did a green and orange version of a disappearing 4-patch. It was a long time ago when I was sewing in my room.
Yeah, she says the video is old.
Oh, yeah.
She was
I
wondering
kinda
if you were going to
figured.
do a new one.
I mean, I could do a new one, but not right now. I gotta stop doing all these because I really need to start a double wedding ring. I just need to choose my fabrics and get started on it. That way for a couple Sew Sundays we can do that kind of thing. Because I know a lot of people have that as a goal too. And I don't want to do it as a filmed video because it'll just be too long of a video. It'll take me too long to put it together. So I'd rather break it up into a bunch of, you know, Tiffany Sew Sundays. I was going to say breakfast at Tiffany's, but Sew Sundays are better for that kind of stuff.
How about a video on just the wedding ring, not the double? Is there just a wedding ring one?
Well, it's considered a double, no matter what you do. I don't know of any just plain wedding ring quilt.
Okay.
All right, you can turn the camera back over here towards the wall. I'm going to cut all the dog ears off. I'll place them. I'm going to cut these ones too. I don't even know how many blocks I have, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. So
Made 20.
that's 4 across, 5 down, right?
Yes. Does a double wedding ring take a special ruler?
I have templates for it. I have 2 different brand templates too. I was just gonna grab one and try it with the one, and hopefully that's the right one. And it's easy to use because I have 2 different styles. All right, so we're gonna do 4 across, 5 down. I'm gonna mix these up a little bit because they are a little together. All right, let's put 4, 1, 2. No, I don't want those 2 next to each other.
I'll move the camera up. Tell him somebody's peeking.
Oh, the kitty's peeking in.
Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. I'm coming back up then.
Nope, not totally different. I should have kept these in piles because there's a bunch of the sames. I think that's what I'm going to do. There should be 2. That one. This one is the same as that. No, it's not. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Just put them together, Tiffany.
Put them all on the wall and then we'll decide. Okay,
Yeah.
honey?
Yep.
Do you want me to?
Dark.
Do you want me to help you?
Dark.
Do you need me to help you?
Nope, I got it. I want this
Cool.
right there. And this one right here. This one right here. Actually, this one can go right here because that's totally different. No, it's not. But it is different than this one. And this is different than that one. Mostly, I guess. This one is different. Oops, dark, dark. There. We're doing opposites. Opposites. The same almost. Oy! I don't have very many choices here because there was only 10 different colors.
So it doesn't really matter, honey. I think you're putting way too much thought in here. Just throw them up there. They look good.
That way. No matter what I do, driving me nuts. Screw it.
Just put them up there, honey. Calm down.
On the light. This way. All right, now to move some around. I could do a different design, but then it would not be equal. But I like this. this is what I'm gonna do. I just need to move a couple around.
What supplies do you need for double wedding ring quilt?
The supplies for a double wedding ring, I need
Fabric.
and the templates.
Well, they want to follow along, so they want to know what.
I'll
to
let
buy.
you guys know in advance, but let's see, right here. So I might start with this one. It's the Omnigrid, and it has all the pieces, because this one has the book for it, but I do have in there while I wait in here. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. My other templates are somewhere right here. Right here. Oh no, that's Cleopatra's fan templates. This one? Nope.
While you're looking, we will look down.
If I pull them out, then maybe I'll, get to them eventually. They're in a package. I don't know where that package is.
Just going to show them the quilt closer.
Okay, well, I have a second set. Maybe it's over here.
While you're looking. Sorry. You can see all these fabrics.
Here it is, right here. So I also have this set right here. This one's older. It's a double wedding ring book from Double Wedding Ring Rulers from California. And you get these squiggly ruler and the whatever ruler, which this one, it makes no sense to me. And then you get a piece of paper with the center. So I'm not sure I want to do this one. I think I'm going to just do the Omnigrid one.
Do the other one that has everything.
Yeah.
For your very first one.
Because the Omnigrid has the center cutout ruler instead of a template that you would draw out.
How much yardage do you need?
I don't know how much yardage I need because I don't know how big I'm going to make it. I probably will do a queen size. But I'll let you guys know in advance before I do it. I'll post it on the community tab, and then I'll choose what size I want to make and be able to tell you what all is needed. Because I'm pretty sure this kit has the amounts needed.
Where did he go? There he is.
Yeah, the Omnigrid book has an 89 by 100. I don't want to do a scalloped edge though. I don't like scalloped edges. But it has all the directions how to do it. It also has other directions for scrappy or whatever way. Mine's going to be controlled scrappy. So yeah, the book even has templates. And then it tells me fabric amounts right here. So whatever I want to do is all in the back of this book. So I'll be able to tell you guys when I choose. So if I want to do an 89 by 100 quilt, it needs 72 background fabrics. Number of melons, 161. 6 yards of melon and yardage. Yeah, it tells me all on the chart. So if you guys want to look for this book and the templates in advance, this is what it's called. I doubt any of my affiliate links are going to have it because this book is older. This is 2003, so you might be able to find the book with the templates somewhere online, you know, but it's OmniGrid, easy to use, and this is probably what I'm going to go by because the other one is dumb. But I bought it used from somebody, and I eventually am going to use it because I bought it at an estate sale. Come on, air, get out of the bag. Right there, I guess.
Cool.
All right, I need to move a couple colors around real quick. Swap this one with this one. And then swap this one with this one. Swap this one.
QBPN might have it. They have patterns and stuff.
Oh, that's not going to even work either way. No
Uh,
matter where I swap it, it's just not working. Yeah, QBPN might have it if you check out. You just have to make sure you put in template set. That way you get the templates with the book. I'm pretty sure it comes that way. But even if you have your own book and your own templates to do the double wedding ring, like you've already bought your own, it's still the same concept, no matter what sizes we're cutting from whatever book or template set we're using. So
they
it's the
have
same concept. All right, let's put this quilt together. I'm just going to leave it now. Yeah, good enough. Let's put it together. And then the next ones I'll use to make the original desired pattern that I wanted to make. I'm going to nest. All these seams are in opposite directions, so they're going to nest right up. I'm just going to hold them and make sure everything stays nice. Grab the next two. So I went out
Do you need a
yesterday.
cough drop?
Yes, please.
Okay.
'Cause I don't have. No, I have one right here.
Oh, okay.
I went out yesterday, so I'm sick again. I got a runny nose, a straining in my throat. And then I went out again today because we went to church this morning.
Yeah, but you got sick yesterday because we went to the Winterfest with a
Yeah.
zillion people.
I went around a ton of people yesterday, so it's just no matter what I do.
Tell me what you did. Tell me we went to Winterfest with a fan.
Yeah, we actually had a fan's husband, who's also the fan, came to visit, and we went out we walked the Winterfest, which is like a for sale boothy stuff, vendor booth thing on Main Street. And then took them to the bridge to see the London Bridge because they're from South Carolina, so they've not seen the London Bridge unless I've shown it on video, you know.
Are you gonna add borders on it?
I'm not adding borders. I'm just going to do this quilt as it is. I am not adding nothing to it. Same goes when I put the other pieces together.
Where'd you put that?
When I put what?
The paper you just had out.
That right there?
Tell them yes, it's OmniGrid 2257.
Omnigrid 2257, yes. Make sure that the description says it's the pattern book with the templates. I'm chain piecing the whole thing together, or web piecing, so that's why I haven't separated anything yet. It's just all getting thrown on here. I'm gonna go back to the top. Oh, and what was really funny is the fan came over here. It was a he. It's the husband of the fan. So he came over here to see the workplace. And the weirdest thing, Thumper came right out and started sniffing him. Like, hey, new guy. Hello. Welcome to my house. Like the weirdest thing, because Thumper doesn't do that.
He's scared of people.
I mean, even Scott's mom, who's around him all the time, came over today and Thumper went and hid, you know? So, but he came out yesterday. Right, next. Next.
You want me to get them down and hand them to you? So you don't have to turn around?
Oh, no, it's fine.
I
I
can
got
put a
it.
file right next to you.
If I don't grab them myself, then I forget which way they go.
Oh.
Because you'll pass them to me all willy-nilly.
Yes, that's true. I will. You are correct.
So before I sew it, I'll grab that first one.
We doing the iron?
No. As soon as these are sewed together, I'm gonna iron. You can turn it off for now, I guess. For the moment.
You're not going to use these others?
I'm gonna use them on my original idea
Oh.
that I
Okay.
forgot.
Okay. How many jelly rolls did this actually
This
use?
is the equivalent of one jelly roll. One 40-piece jelly roll is what the equivalent of this is. Alright, one more piece and then I'll sew the rows together and then we'll press because, you know, this is just a hassle to press. So, you know, if you wait till the last minute, it's okay. just ignore everything else. Just sew it all up and then press. Again, it's all on the bias, so it's super duper stretchy. It's a stretchy quilt. Okay, so I'm gonna take row 1 and row 2 and put them right sides together. And then sew these, and when I get to the seams, I'll just make sure one goes up and one goes down.
Up, down, up, up.
A lot of seams to nest on this thing. Up, down. Come on, right there. Stay the way I put you. Alright, so I'm going to open these and put them over the next one.
How long have you had this Juki?
I've had this Juki for 2 years almost. Yeah, it's been 2 years. Because I won it not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I won it right before Cyrus died.
Yeah.
Because I had pre-made that video, remember?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what are you doing now? Take some time for yourself. But it was all pre-recorded.
Could you put this in my chair?
So little reminders while I'm sewing. This week is a breakfast at Tiffany's week. So Thursday at 8 a.m. Remember, it's switched to 8 a.m. this year. So 8 a.m. Arizona time. And that will be a breakfast at Tiffany's. Guess what? I don't know what I'm doing yet because I haven't got that far. And then, oops. So this Thursday is the first week first Thursday of the month. And that always runs the first and third Thursday of every month. But we're going to start something new, like always. Always starting something new. And then next Sunday, if all things work out as planned, next Sunday we are going to have a de-stash, a quilt de-stash. Because I need money for QuiltCon, okay? So we're going to do a de-stash, and there's going to be a lot of new stuff that you've recently seen me make, but you kind of haven't seen the finish, and you're curious how it was finished, and I haven't shown it yet. I haven't even shared pictures, so there'll be some new stuff. And then some stuff that's been on de-stash before, just so that you guys could see. No obligation to buy anything, like always, but you could tell your friends and family who want a quilt that you just don't want to make them one, you know, they can get on and buy one.
How can you use this idea to make a table runner?
You can use this idea to make a table runner. It's probably easy. You just make one row. 4 blocks. Easy enough.
What's your thought on the Baby Lock Jazz 2?
I don't know anything about Baby Lock machines. I know that the Baby Lock Jazz 2 is kind of similar to this and the Brother machine version. But I don't know anything about it.
What makes a double wedding ring so difficult?
What makes a double wedding ring so difficult? Because it's all curved edges. It makes a curved quilt. That's what makes it difficult. And not everybody does well with curves. And you have to put it together in a curved thing. So when you make a row, you have to put that whole row next. You know, some people don't do it that way, but I'm probably going to do it that way, where all the pieces are together in a row. And then you attach the 2 rows by having the missing pieces on the second row, put it up to the top and do a long curved seam. You can do it individually, but I have a feeling I'm going to do it the long way, where I do the long seams. Because I think that will probably be the easiest way, honestly. But you never know. It's probably going to be something I get frustrated with, you know, because that's what happens with quilts like that. But I'm not going to get frustrated and put it down. I'm going to get frustrated and keep going, because that's my thing. Get frustrated and keep going. That's what I did with the Mariner's Compass quilt. I got frustrated and kept going, even though I wanted to throw it in the garbage. Sorry, I'm looking under to see which way the seam went when I did it, so that way it presses somewhat nicely. It's a lot of nesting seams with doing this way. It's all stretchy and stuff. I honestly think I have another quilt in the closet of this same pattern. Or same style. With glittered fabric. All right, I'm going to press it and then I'll put it on the wall.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, please. Here's an idea. When I decide to tackle the double wedding ring, I'm using my wedding dress for some of the fabric.
That's awesome. I've seen it done.
You could do that,
Yeah.
and then we could keep it as our new bed quilt.
Yeah, I don't want to chop up my beautiful wedding dress. I actually put my wedding dress on the other day, guys, for the first time in 10 years. Guess what? It was too tight.
It fit. You got it on now.
I got it on, but it was tight, tight, tight. Oof, it was a hard wear. I felt like I was suffocating. Come on. This is not going to be a very flat quilt because it's hard to press it due to this fabric. Long arm quilting wise, I will make it flat. Pressing it, that's a whole nother story. Press it from the back, maybe. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to press this from the back side because it might work better. But I don't think you could see me because I don't think Scott turned.
Do you want me to turn the camera? I can turn the camera. It's okay, Thump. Thumper's freaking out because we're moving the camera.
So this is a little bit of a process to press from the back without messing anything up. You gotta hold the seams down and then you gotta pick up the iron and press it down because or else you're gonna flip all those other seams along the way. And I'm just gonna press them the way they want to go. Kind of gotta stretch and tug a little.
Where would you find the dye for the double wedding ring quilt?
AccuQuilt probably has a double wedding ring quilt dye.
No. Do I have a link for that? I think I do.
Yes, we do have an It's ACCU, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it's only for the big AccuQuilt cutters though, for like the big Go machines. I don't think the little babies, the dyes are for those. Unless you're making a miniature double wedding ring. But I don't think they have that.
Do you long arm and manual mode?
I don't really long arm in manual mode because I do more client quilts than my own. And I don't want their quilts to look funky. And I'm not consistent enough. I quilt too fast for manual mode. Even at 100%, I quilt too fast. So it kind of messes things up. All right, I'm going to give it a top press, sort of. Just a flatten. I'm not stretching though because again it's all bias and it's very stretchy. just being very careful with it.
What are all the benefits of using a Juki?
Benefits of using a Juki. It is a straight stitch only machine. You don't have to turn any knobs to any special stitches, and you don't have to worry about the fabric getting sucked down into the hole when you're doing half square triangles, you know, those kind of things. I'm gonna put this on the wall now so you can turn the camera. So yeah, it's mechanical, so there's no computerized anything about it.
Okay. Do you need a hand?
Nope. So before I long arm quilt this quilt, I am going to take it to the machine and stitch an 1/8 inch stay stitch all the way around the whole entire thing. But there it is, today's project. It's not what I planned to do, but it's there. Sorry, trying to remember something real quick. Yeah, here we go. I knew it. I knew I didn't do it yet.
Well, now you're going to make me move the camera back down.
Here is another one that I did with glitter fabric. You want to hold that up?
Yes, I do, because that looks awesome.
So we've already done this on the video. I just screwed up, you know. But here's another one with glitter fabric.
Oh, that looks awesome.
It's that same, like, this is the kind that comes off, but it's the same as the gold. It really just messes everything up.
That is awesome. I like the colors.
Yeah, I just haven't quilted it yet because,
It's glitter.
well, no, I wanted to find one of these fabrics to use as a border. Find something to border it out with, because I put one border on it, just haven't put the second. But you can see in this one, I did the gray. So I did the gray and the black to mix with it. So you can do that and make them all come together as one, or you can do opposites like that. It's up to you. You can do these however you want. Yeah, this was like, was this last year? This was probably the year before last. No, this was last year. No, year before. Definitely the year before. I just hadn't quilted it yet. I knew I had another glitter fabric quilt. Just couldn't think. And this one I saved a block for the back. Just hadn't done it yet. All right. So either I can make 3 quilts like this and have 3 similar quilts, or I can attempt what I wanted with the next set. I just have to remap my brain again. But that's it. All done. And look, I had 10 minutes to spare. Yay. All right. Any questions or anything while I'm here?
Mm-hmm.
Also, people ask what I do with these. I rip it apart at the seam like this. And you take 4 of these, of the big ones, Just if you, in case you want to know. And do this with them. The big one and the other big one. This one there and the last big one. Like this. So I can press these and put them all four together like that. Oh, that's not an opposite. We need a different one. This one. There's lots of different things you can do with these, obviously. There we go. That one's opposite. So I can make just a little mini quilt wall hanging out of this. Or I can take them completely apart and do something else. You know, take this whole seam apart too, and then have half square triangles this way and put them together into something.
I said make a tabletop.
Or can just make a big block like this, you know, so it'd be obviously this way. Make a couple blocks like that, or whatever you want to do. That's what you can do with these extras.
Do you ever use the color wheel?
I don't use a color wheel. I don't even have a color wheel. I don't need a color wheel.
How many strips did you sew together? Was it 40? 20 in each? 20 colored and 20 white?
I did total 4-piece strip sets. There were 5, which yield me 20 blocks.
Oh, I thought they meant individual strips.
Individual strips, I sewed together 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that question. I don't know. Just a strips. I don't know.
But I think I'll make something with a little tabletop or with this, and then do it again with that. That way to have whatever, you know. Anything else?
Thumper's meowing in the hallway. It must be time to be done.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm done. So again, Thursday this week is a breakfast at Tiffany's. It's at 8 a.m. Arizona time. So 8 a.m. Arizona is 9 a.m. Central, and then 7 a.m. Pacific. Just in case you're curious. The rest of everywhere, I don't know. And then
Sunday,
next
D-stash.
Sunday is a D-stash. So, and there'll be some new quilts. It's, you know, like I said, you don't have to buy anything. It's just like a little quilt show of all the things that I have available. We won't get to all of them though, because there's 5 new quilts that were added. And there might be more by the end of the week. Who knows? Never know with me. I got a whole closet filled. So, anyways, thank you guys all for hanging out today while I made this, which wasn't what I wanted, but I'm gonna make sure that I put my brain together for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just cut I'm telling you, I think I just cut triangles, but we'll see. Anyways, say bye to Thumper, everybody, because that's what you're gonna get. Bye bye, Thumper.
Well, he's in the hallway meowing up a storm. Something's going on in his world. Oh, he's got to steal Daddy's chair. Look, they get to see him.
Okay. Yep, there he goes. Okay, say bye, everybody.
Well, they were asking about him stealing my chair
Yep,
earlier.
that's what he does as soon as Daddy stands up.
Okay, where's the
All right, bye, everybody.
Say good night. Say bye, Thumper.